Today we're building the Ford Bronco with the Ford Bronco.
The history of the Ford Bronco dates all the way back to the early 1960s when Ford set out to make their new 4x4. Ford wanted a more modern car to compete with the Toyota Land Cruiser and the Jeep CJ5. And they did something completely novel. They decided to ask people what they would want in a 4x4. At the time, most of their competitors were just street-legal, military-esque cars. So when asked what they would want in a new car, the answer was simple: modern luxuries. Things like a roof that actually worked, a radio, and suspension that didn't feel like World War II. Of course, it still had to be off-road capable, look good, and be a convertible. However, the 1960s Ford Bronco is so different than what you see today because it was tiny. It is about the size of a modern-day Mini Cooper. While their target audience loved it, no one else did. People wanted bigger cars with more seats, so the next line of Broncos was even bigger. They produced 5 different generations of the Ford Bronco up until 1996 when they mysteriously discontinued it. While some speculate it was because Ford got bad press after O.J. Simpson decided to take his Bronco for a little bit of a joyride, some people think Ford just needed the manufacturing space to produce bigger cars, like the Expedition. Whatever the reason, after being discontinued for 25 years, Ford decided to bring back the Bronco in 2021. But now you could choose between a 2-door or a 4-door Bronco. Of course, the 2021 model looks nothing like the original 1960s model. It is much bigger and much more comparable with a modern-day Jeep Wrangler. The car I'm building with today is the 2023 Sasquatch package. It has huge wheels, 4 doors, removable roof, and like all modern cars, it has a tablet on the inside. Ford's target demographic from the 60s wouldn't even recognize this car, but modern-day consumers seem to love it. My wife's grandma even has one.
I wish we had a giant Bronco logo to put on the side, but we'll have to settle for this sticker.
I'm not sure people nowadays use the Bronco how they did back in the 60s. Do people even go off-roading anymore? Or do they just want a comfortable car that looks good? This set took me way longer than I thought it would. This was my first time ever building a fully Technic set. The build experience is definitely different.
And with that, the Ford Bronco is done. The set came with a light rack up top, but because this car doesn't have one, I left it off. What car do you want me to build next?